minute before we go on Facebook Live to discuss tonight's game, Middlesbrough against Blackpool. It was a big game because there was only 1 point of difference. Blackpool were 1 point ahead. Now we're 2 points ahead of them. But as soon as we get 30 seconds, we'll be going live and discussing it with the Borough faithful. The Borough fans, I'm sure, were delighted tonight. The manner in which we set out to turn Blackpool over, it was convincing. We looked up for it from the off. 3 goals and clean sheet is no mean feat, irrespective of who you're playing. You know, the pressure's on. Carrick's just come in. We're looking for a quick fix. That's 2 wins, a draw, and a defeat in 4 games. Anyway, we're going live now, so here we go. Thanks for joining me on Facebook Live and YouTube. Always go a minute on YouTube. I have to get used to this. And thanks as always to the sponsors: Cornerstone, Galaxy Blinds, Borough Museum, Advanced Utility Solutions, Cleveland Systems Engineering, RWT, that's Richard Wills Trading Associates, and TGM Cars. The team tonight against Blackpool, if you don't know, was Stefan, Jones, Giles, Fry, McGree, Smith, Howson, Foz, Lenihan, Akpom and Hackney. It was like 4, flat back 4 midfield, 1-1. And it worked very well. Roberts, Mort, Muniz, Hawk, McNair, Crook and Willis. Willis and young Roberts, I'm sure they come on near the end of the game. I have to say, a terrific display from Middlesbrough tonight. I mean, we tore Blackpool to shreds. We looked as if we had 2 or 3 more players in Blackpool. That's how convincing we are. We were entertaining, we were direct, we were sharp. Creative. I mean, we were creating chances at will. The first goal was a great goal. Akpom, who he kept coming deep. The reason you come deep as a front man when you've got 1-1 or the 2, I call it 2. I used to do it. You come deep, so the centre halves, if they're playing 2 centre backs, they'll not come with you. So you get into no man's land where the midfielders are marking the midfielders, and you get a bit of room. And he did it brilliantly all night. Anyway, he sort of went to the right. He's pinged it. Back stick to Foz. Foz's cushioned header into the path of Jones, another guy who drifts, although he's playing on the right. He almost scored, so he scores the goal. So he goes there, times his run, great layoff of Foz, great finish, and then 10 minutes later he's in again. So, and I like that. What we're doing is, so we'll get 4 at the back, 4 midfield, the 1-1. So Akpom comes off his centre backs, gets time to turn and go up players. Instead of backing into them, he's seen the whole picture. You've got Jones, who is on the right of the 4, who lots of the times, he got the goal at the inside left position, at the near post. Then he came across again, won by the post. He did a couple in the second half. And that's the way we operate. And McGree was the same. He was going for his starting positions left, but then he cuts across to the inside right position. And obviously teams don't know whether they're coming or going. Second half, we got a penalty, a couple of minutes into the half. Was it a penalty? Well, I'm sitting watching. Definite penalty. Stonewaller. Obviously, we've got the replays, and it wasn't a penalty. The keeper actually went to Foz. He jumped back, he pulled back, and Foz went for it. People call it cheating. I call it gamesmanship. If I had a chance of doing it against Newcastle, I don't think I need to do it against Newcastle. We'd score anyway. No, seriously, some people call it cheating, I call it gamesmanship. He went down, it's up to the ref to spot it. He didn't spot it. And then we go 2, and then the third 65 minutes, ball come in for the left. Akpom tapped it in. Great finish, sharp, anticipation. And that was it. 3 goals. Clean sheet, 3 points. We're only 7 points off the top 6 now. That's how mad this division is. That's how crazy we are. Am I getting carried away? Of course I'm not. Calm down. You know, we drew Saturday. We should have scored 10. We only scored 1. Just calm down. But I have to say, Akpom was terrific tonight. He was getting into a deep position. He was getting turned. He was beating men. He was strong, skillful, aware. Got the goal. That's his 8th of the season. Jones, fans were saying his name. We could hear it through the television. He said a bit of stick the kid, but scored the goal, he got his all on away, and he played very well throughout. Unlucky not to get another goal. Could have had 2 or 3, Jones. So all in all, well done, great result, great performance. As I say, 3 goals, clean sheet, great. If I was a Blackpool fan, I'd be looking, I see people now, I'm going to go over at Blackpool's poor. I'd be seriously, if I was a Blackpool fan after watching their defending, awful. Not taking that away for us. You have to beat what's in front of you, and we've not been exactly in scintillating form this season. But Blackpool, dear God, if I was a Blackpool fan, I'd be praying for the summer. There must be a better calibre of donkey in the Blackpool beach than what I watched tonight. Defensively and forward, they had 1 shot on target. The defending was awful. There was one second half, the defender was on the goal line, and him and the keeper sort of come close to him, and he's hoofed it 20 feet in the air, and it's going towards his goal. One of the lads nearly got it, but he got cleared. But anyway, well done, Borough. We looked the part, we looked the business. McGree and Jones on the wings, and interchanging, going anywhere. Obviously, it's planned, but the markers will be thinking, where on earth's Jones gone? Where's McGree gone? And the centre backs will be thinking, Akpom, he's keep going deep. Because if you're playing one up top, like we were with Foz, the 2 have to stay there. They can't just make it 1 against 1. They have to stay with him. But very, very good tonight. So come on, Borough fans, praise your team. The Carrick effect is kicking in, Bernie. It is the Jack French. It's water, by the way. No, joking aside, good 3 games in a row. And nice to see the same starting 11 start again. That's a thing. That's a big thing. Fry and Lennon forming a nice partnership as well as Smith and Jones, Ailey Smith and Jones, and House and Hackney. Yeah, the thing now we've got Gels who attacks, we've got Smith who attacks, Jones who attacks, McGree attacks, Hackney, Foz, Akpom. The only ones that don't attack is 2 centre backs. I know they attack from set pieces. 2 centre backs, the goalkeeper and Howson. The rest, 7 of them, attack. I know it's only a few games, but what a difference we can see under Carrick so far. I can't see a way back in the team for Paddy Crooks and Dick Steels if we keep this up. Carl Lutley says, what a resulting performance from the lads. No, it was. I never get carried away, as probably you well know, but I enjoyed the game. It was exciting. It was good in the eye. It was refreshing. It was attack. Every time we got the ball, we wanted to attack. We were going from left to right, up the middle, creating things. We were fearless. We just took the game to them. After the initial 10 minutes, we were just feeling away, and then we went for the jugular throughout the game. How mad is football? This team looked terrible 4 weeks ago. Carrick walks in defensively. We are class. Where's it gone? Sorry, mate. Sorry about that. Just same players, but all no roles. Confidence flowing through the side last 2 games. Brilliant. I mean, I've said for a few years, why do we not play 4? Are we scared in case it works? And then the defensive coaches, managers go back into their shell and just go back to their old thing. I think Carrick's come and went, do you know what? 4. I've said that for years. Well, I don't know the fixation with 5. I mean, Wilder done it, Warnock done it, Pulis done it, Karanka done it. Boring. This is refreshing. It's like we're going for it. We ain't just sitting there and try to put opposing teams to sleep and then score a goal. Dear God, I remember under Warnock some of the times. Yeah, we used to just like a python just waiting, and then we would do them. Once we put them to sleep, we would just go for the jugular and nick a goal. Absolutely fantastic performance, Bernie, from Mark and Joe. Can't wait to travel to Norwich next. Matt Wilson. Hey, all the best, Mark. Norwich will be different opposition than tonight. That's for sure. They're fourth in the championship. But hey, after that, surely the lads confidence must be boosting and brimming, just with the way we played. You know, I always say it's no, you can't play any formation if you've not got the players. But what I've seen tonight and on Saturday, they seem comfortable in the roles. They look as if they're enjoying it. They look as if they didn't enjoy it under some of the games at Wilder, the teams that Wilder put out or Warnock put out. Looked as if they didn't really like it. Matt says, let's make it 3. Agpom's different player since Carrick has come in. Kenneth Kennedy. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest. As I say, this is his 3rd season. He's not just walked in the door. But the last couple of games, I've seen a totally different side to Agpom. Loaded with ability. I didn't think he possessed that. He looked strong tonight, vibrant, confident, arrogant. That's what you need as a striker. I need all those qualities in show. So, good luck to the lad. 8 goals, keep it going. And he just looks as if he's enjoying it. The fans are enjoying watching him. They're chanting his name. And that's what we want. We want the fans to chant the player's name because they can turn the game. They're the guys you turn up to watch. Not people on the bench. You turn up to watch the players. And, yeah, so... looking decent. Let's hope we can keep it up. We will soon see against Norwich how far we've come. Yeah, that could be a wee statement against Norwich, who are 4th top and obviously down there. And then that's the break, isn't it? That's the last game before the World Cup or the shutdown. I know we get friendlies up at Edinburgh against Hibernian or something, but I think it's important to stay away from that bottom 3 getting into the World Cup. Imagine sitting there till the World Cup's over in the bottom 3. No, we need to get away from that. We go to Norwich and get a point, that'd be fantastic. A win would be unbelievably good. But as I say, tonight, just oozed. I mean, we really tore them to shreds. Sean Cooper says, Michael Carrick showing what can be achieved in a short space of time. Let's hope it continues. And Carrick has a successful career at Middlesbrough. I'm sure we all agree with you, Sean, and we all wish Michael Carrick the very best. Excellent game, forward thick all round. Crowd was unbelievable. Yeah, it came through my TV, Jonathan. Made a lot of noise, great singing for the Borough fans as always. They travel. I've got a few mates there, 3-4 mates. Didn't go together, different people in different cars, and they'll be buzzing on the way back. Mike Robinson says, how did you get to watch the game? It wasn't on Sky, red button. I've got a secret pathway. What's you got to do, you, Mike? I watch every Borough game, home and away. I do all the home games and I watch the away games. Dave Saunders says, difference, we are playing with pace, Bernie. There is a complete transmission already under Michael Carrick. Pace, you've either got pace or you've not got pace. I don't think we've got a lot of pace in the team, but I think pace when it comes to thought. Tonight, we were getting the ball, and before the ball arrives, we know we were going to play it. We passed it sharper. There was momentum. You know, sometimes we go, it's slow, it's laboured, it's predictable, it's boring. But the last couple of games, I've actually watched it and thought, do you know what? I was looking tonight and thinking, come on, we should beat these 10. That's how good we were. And how bad they were. We should beat them 10. And Saturday we should beat them 10. I know I might be overdoing it, but yeah, there's nobody can complain tonight about the performance. Difference we are playing with play to your strengths, Claire Boulder. I think, what's the old saying? Simple game played by simple people, complicated by fools. I think that's what it is. Managers, coaches get into clubs, they create this big thing as if it's a magical. Look, it's the same size of pitch, same size of goal. Still 11v11. I know in their division there's no VR, but it's still the same size of pitch in 11v11. The goals are the same size. So, yeah, it ain't rocket science. And sometimes simplicity is best, rather than overdoing it. Playing better under Carrick already, Bernie. Hope it keeps up. Don't know how we only got a point versus Bristol for James Wheatley. No, I left the Riverside on Saturday thinking, how on earth did they get a point? Are you worried that we are picking up from that break? May affect us for Jason Bain. I know all teams are in the same boat. What will training look like during the break? Well, obviously training, I think they're trying to get a couple of games in. There is one against Hibernian I mentioned up in Edinburgh. I'm sure it's in Edinburgh. Yeah, when you've got a bit of momentum, I mean, if we went to Norwich and won, the last thing you want is a break. Do you know what I mean? You want to keep that momentum. And obviously, with the break kicking in for the World Cup, your minds go elsewhere and you just want to get out there. No, when I was a player, if I played tonight and we get done and we were poor and I was poor and never did any shots and I didn't score, I wanted the next game. 3 days' time, another game, another chance to score, win a game, get a few quid extra bonus. Don't need bonus money these days, like. But yeah, it could. But in that time, surely Carrick will get to know the players even greater. Up the Borough, Bernie for Anthony Netless, up the Borough. Unreal, up the Borough, Haley, too good. My cash is on Norwich, Leslie, coached by you're a cheery old soul, Leslie. We've just done 3 in the night, kept a clean sheet, made them look like a team of donkeys, and you're saying we're going to beat with Norwich. I like to part with Lenihan gave Hackney a reminder near the end of the game, giving the ball away. I didn't see that, Colin. Right, okay. Yeah, Hackney's a good player. I mean, I don't think he was as good tonight as he was in the last couple of games. There's a couple of times he hoofed it erratically, like ballooned it. I mean, skied it like 30, 40, 50 feet in the air. There was 2 or 3 times he did that. Paul Gamble says, Jones looking back to his former self, passed the ball tremendously, better attacking and free-flowing, bring in the Canaries, knew they'd win for my 40th, which was the icing on the cake up the Borough. Happy birthday to you, Paul. Any spare cakes, send it around my way. Yeah, Jones was very good. Jones, he just looked as sharp as attack tonight. Everything he did. His passing, his movement, his crossing, getting positions. As I say, that's the one thing. Teams will obviously cotton on it eventually, but that's what's happening. McGree's on the left, Jones on the right of the 4, and they come away in and sort of cross each other, if you like. The ball's going up the field, Jones is gambling out the far away post, and McGree's doing likewise, and meanwhile Akpom's dragging away for the centre backs, and it just looked terrific tonight. No credit required. This is for Nick Henderson. Is credit required to Leo for the 4 at the back in Hackney? I even think Leo had Akpom behind Muniz in Leo's last game, or do you think Carrick and Woodgate had a say while Leo was in charge? I don't know the answer to that, Nick. Honestly, don't know. But the thing is, Leo had nothing to lose no matter what he did. He would have heard the same as all us, the fans, that we wanted 4. I don't know how, I mean, I've said it for years, but the fans says it for years as well. Why don't we try 4? Let's go 4. Leo's probably thought, you know what? Caution to the wind, I ain't going to get the manager's job. I'll play 4. And obviously Carrick's come in. But Carrick says he'll be flexible, meaning that he won't horses for courses. Some games he might change it, but I hope he doesn't. No matter what happens, I hope he sticks there. The trick tonight was kept the same team. Continuity. Get to know your teammates. Instead of chopping and changing every day of the week. Garbage, I hate it. Somebody says to me, oh, would you like to be playing today? I says, yeah, for the money. I would take to be. Score a goal. I mean, tonight, Akpom and that come off, didn't they? And Foz, I mean, Foz would be knackered. He ran the guts out of him. And Akpom was having a great game. But obviously, we're 3-0 up, gave a couple of the kids a go. I'm all for that. And as a striker, you know, both grabbed a goal. So, yeah, more than happy to go off. Wonderful victory tonight. Borough against Blackpool, and Akpom in great form, lately scoring goals. Andrew Hill, he is. As I say, I watch every game. In the last few games, he's looked to pat, but his goal tally is there. He's got 8. No bad, 8 goals. And tonight he sort of looked emotional when he scored. All the players get around him and he's sort of looking to the floor and looking to the sky, and he looked a bit emotional. You can never tell what goes on behind the scenes, but from the outside it looks simply like Wilder soured the mood with negativity, slating players, etc. Carrick's no need to slate anybody at the minute. Looks calm and relaxed and positive. Hey, everybody does. They've just come in a job. Things are going fairly well. It's when the shit hits the fan, then you see the true character. And Carrick looks calm and relaxed and positive, and the players look like they're playing with a smile on their face. They certainly do that. They see, they just look as if they're enjoying it. And the weight is off their shoulders. Dave Ditchford says, Teesside smiling up the Borough. Stephen Robinson says, you look a bit lost for words tonight, Bernie. You're not used to the type of display, are you? Laugh out loud. Look, I was Saturday. I was on here and I praised the team. I just say what I see. I'm dictated what I see. I'm not a bluffer. I'm not a bullshitter. If we're crap, we're crap. I'm going to say it. If we're good, I'm going to praise the team. Come on. I love nothing better. As the weeks progress, the season progresses, I go to Glasgow with a bump my mates, oh, your team's doing brilliant. I don't want them to say, no, you played with a shit team. I want them to say, your team is brilliant. How good are they in a minute? Wow, how good are they, Middlesbrough? You know what I mean? I don't want to, oh, you played with that crap team, Middlesbrough. We did the bottom of the league again, relegated, whatever. Boring. Don't want that. So, and everybody benefits when it's, when we're doing well. The town, the people, those that's fortunate to have a job, go with the spring, the step to work. I'm on here happier rather than depressed. Yeah, so Jones looking like his former self, passed the ball tremendously. More attracting, free flowing. This is Paul Gamble. Bring on the Canaries. Yeah, I think I've read that, you know. Borough hierarchy struggling to get a good striker. Chuba Akpom, hold my beer. We have a head coach who has put round pegs and round holes. We're moving the ball quicker instead of 4 or 5 touches. Slow pace. They are looking to go forward. Can be positive with two. Good. I agree with that, Matt. But the thing is, we're going to play better teams. No disrespect. Well, Blackpool are crap, right? Let's not mess about. They were awful. The dog and gun on a Sunday morning, 10 pints each, would not perform defensively and attacking wise the way they did tonight. That's not taking anything away from us. But we will play better teams, and better teams will be watching us and thinking, do you know what? They're shifting that ball. Carrick's come in. Then they'll be closing down. Then you find out how good we are. You know, when the team, all the top teams close down. Man City, best team arguably in the world. They work their asses off, closing down. Without the ball, they work their socks off. And then when they've got the ball, they're the magicians. But they do all the dirty work. Borough hierarchy strong to get a good straight out. Sugar Palm, hold my beer. Coburn back from on loan in January. He'll give us a better option or a bigger option off the bench. Billy Allison says it's about time that we have a striker that's going to get double figures. Been wanting Chuba to be given a chance since we got him, and now he's proven Warnock and Wilder wrong. Well, he's not proved anything yet. He has to get to the end of the season, and if he's banged in 15 to 20 goals, then he's had a good season. If he was stuck in 10, 11, it's okay. Big Crooksy got 11 last year. But hey, credit where it's due. Akpom been very, very good and deserves the plaudits. And it was great to hear the fans singing his name tonight. Is Piero still a player? Adam Berham, I believe he is. Well, we don't spend 5 million. He's hardly played a game. He's in Argentina. On loan, years loan. So, yeah, I take it he's still a player, yeah. Desolady says, Bernie, you have dodgy box to watch games. Des in Watford. Come on, Borough. Dodgy box. What is a dodgy box? You used that horrible quote, we can only beat that what's in front of you. Bristol was in front of us and many more. No, I know that, but yeah, that's fair enough. I agree with that, Leslie. That's fair dues. I did say that, but you've corrected me and you're probably right. Bristol, by God, we should have blown them away. Chuba, not Chiba. Billy Allison, Chuba, not Chiba. We played with a smile on our face tonight, and it showed confidence ran through the team tonight, and we looked class. David Hanby. When we take our chances, we'll soon hammer a team by 7 or 8. Well played, Borough. Come on, if you can't praise the Borough night, you'll never praise them. Shout out for Tommy Smith. Yes, made a mistake on Saturday for the goal, but he's come in and just got on with it. Defends well, passes it Jones quickly. If he can, we'll overlap an option. Good, solid pro. I agree with that as well. Best I've seen Bernie Joseph Slaven, this was his team, Boyle Smith. Hopefully keep up the good performances. Passing was better. Keep hold of the ball better. Confidence well improved. Not going to get carried away. No, I think it's important to keep your powder dry. But look like a team that can do something. We still need players to compete. Look, if you think we don't need any players in January, we do. Of course we do. We still need another striker. I'm not going to change my opinion because we've won the night against Blackpool and drawn against Bristol. No, we still need a player or two or three players in January. Striker would be lovely, wouldn't it? It's encouraging, but let's not get carried away. I'm glad that there is people that keep it cool. Too much yet, typical Borough this. We were heading for non-league 3 weeks ago. Now it's European Super League. Wait, Jonathan, you made me laugh. Okay then. Somebody's to blame the managers. What about blaming some of the players then? What about blaming some of the players? How can they just put in performances, shift like Saturday and then tonight? Because don't forget, when you as a player come out, you're doing it for yourself and the fans. Whatever the manager, as long as he's picking, you're in that team to put in a shift. So you can look at it and view it how you want. Do you think Chuba will go to Qatar? A wee smiley face. I'll tell you what, nobody should be going to Qatar. Good results tonight. Gerald Barris is a Newcastle fan, a Geordie, a Magpie, and he's saying good results tonight. So thanks for that, Jez. I hope you're doing well. Neil Houston says, just tuned in, Billy Joseph Slaven. I get a good feeling about Michael Carrick. Hey, I mean, first half we should have scored more than one. Second half, as I say, Foz was ball out of the top. Foz went in towards the keeper. The keeper's rushing to the right side of his box. It looked, first time when I watched it live, it's definitely a penalty, Stonewaller. And then I've seen it 2 or 3 times and it was never a penalty. I still don't get this, how you've got VAR in the Premier League and you've not gone in the Championship. Scotland's just got in there a couple of weeks ago. It's causing mayhem up there. Bernie, where do you honestly think we will finish this season? I still think right at this minute, January may give us another boost. I still think we'll be mid-table. Do I think we'll be top 6? No, I don't. I could sit here and bluff it, please everybody, but that's not my style. I hope we do. But I said it last season, I've said it over the years. Don't forget, 12 seasons in this division, out of 13. So, yeah, that's what I think right this minute. But it could change in January. Couple of new faces in, few out. And then we see where we go. But, yeah, so I've answered that, Michael Saunders. Do you think it was a penalty? No, definitely not. Kevin Baldwin, no. As I say, I don't wear rose-tinted spectacles. If it was a penalty against my favourite teams, whatever, I always say, call what I see. Initially, as I say, I thought, oh, dear God, that was definitely a penalty. I mean, it was bad play for them. It was awful. The lad passed it back, shot to the keeper. It was a bad pass. Foss had every right to go for it. But if it was Man United against Middlesbrough and Ronaldo did that, you'd be slating him. You'd want to castrate him. Because it's Ronaldo. Oh, he's a diver, the winker, the diver, whatever you want to call him. I says winker. So, yeah. But people call it cheating. I call it gamesmanship. If you get away with it, good luck to you. No, it wasn't a penalty, Gary says. That's what I say. 8 goals in 13 games now. Bernard on the road to 20. Well, hey, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Yeah, 8 goals. I think you asked that question Saturday, didn't I? Can Ashpom score 20 goals? I think the last one to get, no, I'm talking league goals, was Patrick Bamford, 19. I think Bamford would have got more than 20, you know. but for Carrank, I keep playing them on the right. Damon Tinnan. I think Foy's work rate up front is great to see. The whole team, great performance up the borough. I'll tell you what, Damon, I watched him a couple of weeks ago and I thought, never got a kick, wasn't really in it. Saturday, the chance, whatever. But I noticed his work rate, obviously, when it's on the tail, it's a different viewing. But I watched his work rate is phenomenal. He's sharp. He is sharp. He's very industrious everywhere. Goes everywhere, tracks down, but then still goes back up front. You know, days changing, he'll track back. If the defender's got the ball, he'll track back with him, it goes to the midfield, and then he'll go back up to his position. Hello from north of Ireland, Belfast. Good result tonight, Hugh Toe. Hi, Hugh. Belfast. Last time I was over there, I was playing five-a-sides. Can't remember where the venue was. It was in Belfast. I played with, it was a mixture of Northern Republic. Guys like, I'm sure Paul McGrath was there. Big Jimmy Quinn. Nickel, who played for Man United and Rangers. Ray Houghton. That's the last time I was in Belfast. Evening, Bernie. 3 more points. Keep building on. Tonight's performance just shows how important confidence is in football. We look like a different team tonight. We do. Or we did. It's good to see another one of the kids get a chance tonight. Wills, yeah, there was 2 lads. The bench was Roberts, Muniz, Hawk, McNair, Crooks and Wills. Is it Wills or Willis? Willis and Roberts, so they're the 2 young lads. Crooks not at it when he come on. Crooks will be a wee bit shell-shocked that he's sort of at the picture at the minute and we're doing well. And when you're at the picture, the tunes and fire, Darren Ford. Well, you better get the fire brigade in, won't you, Dan? No, I'm only joking. He's on fire. Newcastle United, that's what happens when you get investors and money, and whether you agree or disagree, it gives you a boost, and Newcastle flying. Colin Ibbotson, hi Colin. What a lift it gives when your team perform like that. No moaning, boneheads, jamming my Facebook feed. Superb. So Colin's delighted. Chuba is one of our own. Okay, cheers. Great. Chuba's one of our own. Great to see Willis get a chance from the bench. Yeah, look sharp as when he come on. Paul Macon says, Evening Bernard, great performance tonight. I think we look the part now in midfield with Hackney alongside Howson. The defence is looking solid and the goalkeeper never had a save to make tonight. I could have went and goal in it. And with Chuba scouring the goals, if we can get someone to go with him, we will make the top 6 if we keep on playing like that tonight. Keep the great show going, Bernie. Love listening. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, the thing is, Howson's in there now. Was it Wales that was playing Howson and Moat together? And then we brought in, who's the other guy? Oh, I've even forgot his name. Another midfielder. Luongo. Another negative midfielder. This is what we need. Breath of fresh air, young Hackney. Direct, first train of thought going forward. Pick a pass, run with the ball, create things. That's what we need. So how you can play with 2 negative midfielders and 3 at the back? Never quite grasped that. Chuba emotional night because of the racial abuse he suffered this week, I think. Fair play to the lad. This is for Nick Barrett. Fair play to the lad. Never have thought was capable of the performance he's shown this season. I didn't know about that, about the racial abuse, Nick, but he did look emotional. I thought it was something to do with the goal, but if you're saying that, then yeah. But the fans are taking to him now. They're on his case in a nice way. They're getting behind him and singing his name, and I love nothing better. Look, I loved it as a player. And that's what I'm saying over the years. We would sing people's on the bench's names. Sing the players' names. They're the guys that can turn it. They're the guys that can turn the fortunes of your club. The guys at the bench, but the old saying about going over the white line, then they're in control. No matter what the manager's told you, no matter what the coaches told you, you are in control once you go over that white line. Class tonight, Bernie, movement on and off the ball with ball retention was superb. It was Kev Strachan. It definitely was. We were sharp as a razor all over the park. Was a good win tonight. I would be more than happy if we beat Norwich, even if I lose money for Leslie. So Leslie's saying, obviously, doesn't he want Bury to get beat? It's just his gut instinct because he likes a flutter. Burnley, do you think Carrick will bring any on loan from United in January? Glenn Ball, I would hope so. I would hope with his contacts. I mean, I thought he would have brought a coach in for Man United. That did surprise me. Okay, he's not. Do I think one will come in January? No, I don't. But hopefully, some of the kids that he'll be contact with, hopefully he can rope one or two into Middlesbrough. Without a doubt. Benny, do you think Carrick has given Borough a different perspective since losing to Vernier? Yeah, well, at the minute, we've just changed. The dynamics have changed because we've changed the formation. And the players look happy and content with it. Carrick's only here 4 games, 2 wins, a loss and a draw. Not a bad return. On way home from Blackpool now. Very happy. Oh, I've got cramp. What a turnout from the team and fans up the bottom. Matty Coddington. Hiya, Coddy. Safe journey, kidder. I hope you're not in the drink, Coddy. Matty Coddy. Remember, young goalkeeper from Middlesbrough. It's on a few of the photos I've got in here. Excuse me. Yeah, it was good tonight, Coddy. The fans were great. The team was great. And everything's hunky-dory at the minute. Let's not get carried away. There's a good one for Kieran J. Campbell. Let's not get carried away. I think it's important to keep your powder dry. We've been here a million times with Middlesbrough. I've been in Middlesbrough since 84, 85 season. I've heard and seen it all. Oh, he's brilliant. Get a statue built him. He's magnificent. 6 months later, disappears down a hole in Linthorpe Road, never seen again. Oh, we're going to win the cup. We're going to win the league. No, calm down. Praise tonight. Clean sheet, 3 goals, great performance. They were garbage, we were great. That's it. Norwich. We beat Norwich. Superb in possession tonight for Kev, yeah we were. The Jones one was though. The Jones was. Paul, do you know what? No. I thought it was again, but when it showed you again, he was just outside the box. He was outside the box. No less I need to go to the petitions. What was that joke I had the other day? Some guy says, oh, I can't see. My eyesight's went over the cliff. So he goes and sees about it and goes in and says, my eyes have just fell over a cliff. And the guy says, obviously, you're in the greengrocers, mate. Obviously, he's looking for the petitions. May be away January, you think, Bernie? Well, I don't think Big Paddy will be happy or content sitting on the bench. But the only thing I'll say to Paddy is he's out the team because he's not been great. The team's playing well at the minute. And if they keep playing well and winning games, then Paddy has to accept that that's the way it is. If somebody gets injured, he gets back in, then he needs to step his game up. You know what I mean? If I'm a striker and I'm on the bench and the guy in my position is banged in a couple tonight, then I watch him Saturday and he scores another 2. Whether I think I'm a better striker or not, I can't get in at this minute in time. So I think Paddy and that will just need to be patient. If we keep performing like this, we'll just have to stay cool. Cracking win, Bernard Joseph Slaven, Paul Cochrane. Paul, it was a great performance. As I say, we looked as if we had 2 or 3 extra players. They were chasing shadows. It's incredible to think that we've huffed and puffed this season, been a poor start, boring to a degree, and then all of a sudden, shackles seem to have come off, and people's out enjoying it. It was like, go and express yourself. Maybe Carrick says that. Go and express yourself. Be fearless. If you give the ball away, it's not the end of the world. Try and give it away in opposing half, not in our half. Yeah, we just look good. Bernie, a different approach seems to be coming good. Let's hope this keeps going. Well, I would love, keep playing the same team. As long as we're doing well, keep playing the same team. I think that's a big, big plus. Become telepathic. I use that word regular. I mean, this chopping and changing, it's ridiculous. Chopping and changing. Too many games. I've not played too many games. Dear God, we're not even in December yet. Evening, Bernie. Settle a debate. Hobnobs are shortbread biscuits. That's a good question, that, Jimmy. And is this a Wednesday night? Tuesday night. Neither. I I can't eat. I can't eat hobnobs. Don't think I can eat shortbread because I'm vegan. Crooks played with a hot potato when he came on, wading through treacle. Superb before that sub. So Kev says the wee one there. Great performance, but Crooks contributed very little. John, so they're on Crooks' case. Good winning clean sheet, and Dallo 1-3-1 and top of the table. Well done, Dallo. And well done, Borough. That's for Chris Charlton. Oh dear, Bernard, I thought my jokes were bad for... do you know what? I agree. I'm not telling that again. Is that a Celtic picture behind you on your floor? No, I don't see any Celtic picture here. Oh, it might be. Tell you what, there's nothing up with your eyes, is there? Eh? Some boy, you, Leslie. I need to hide them. You might want a Celtic picture. It was actually from a testimonial with him. Players and fans are having good time. There seems to be a good atmosphere building around the club. Mark Spike Westbrook. Phil Dale says, great cracking Blackpool tonight. Back row sang our hats out and backed us to win up the Borough. Phil Dale's. So just keep them coming and I'll read a few of these. I'll tell you what, thirsty look, isn't it? For Jed, Borough were a joy to watch tonight. Well, we've covered that. Everybody's sort of seen the same picture tonight, so without a shadow of a doubt. Mickey says the players look happy, playing 4 at the back and 4 in midfield. Well, I mentioned that. You know, you've got Giles and Smith who look comfortable. And McGree and Jones, the wide men, look comfortable. As I say, they look as if they're enjoying it. Max says, who was the top man tonight? Well, I say Zach Palm, Jones, Giles. Oh, there was a few to choose from tonight. Liam says, enjoyed your Total BS podcast last night with Chris Thomason. Yeah, Chris Thomason, if you don't know Chris is a local lad. He represented Great Britain, England and Great Britain for many years. Went 3 Olympics, did the lot. And yeah, that was part 1. Part 2's on next Monday. I don't miss a trick. I see that nail still black. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You meant to hammer the nail, not that nail, the other nail. Where else? Where are we? Liam says, enjoyed. I've read that. Jack says, 4 games, 2 wins, a draw, and defeat. Not bad. No, it's not bad. 7 out of 10 is not bad. Carrick's just come into a new job. He's a head coach. He must have learned off the best, Sir Alex Ferguson. He's worked on them for years. No doubt he knows McLaren very well. Mourinho. He was under Mourinho. He had a few games on his own at Man United. That must have been daunting for him. Not fancy getting back in the radio. Ricky Bloomfield says, not fancy getting back in Radio T's, Bernie. I've never been in Radio T's. I think Radio T spoke to me about twice in 35 years. They've did things about 30 years, the Great 86 team. I thought I was top scorer in that period. I thought I'd done really well, but never spoken to me. No, I might get them shut down. Some of the words I use and some of the opinions I've got. No, it wouldn't be a good idea. So don't fancy getting back. I've never been in it, Ricky, so I'll never be back in it. I'm more excited than that. Sam Graham says 7 points from last possible 12 realistically could or should have been 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 if we won on Saturday. This is for Sam Graham. Do you think the World Cup break will have come around? Well, obviously it will, Sam. If you're in a bad streak, no matter what you do, you can't get out of it. But when you're having a good streak, you just want to keep it going. And the confidence is up, the tails is up. Yeah, Carrick's obviously gave us a boot. The first thing he's did, 2 things he's did that's fairly simplistic. He's went 4 at the back and 4 in midfield. And it's 2 or 1-1, whatever you want to say. We had Pom dropping deep. Simplistic, and he's played the same team. For me, that's what he should be doing. That's what other managers who are long in the tooth and a lot more savvy and experienced than a young, vibrant rookie like Carrick. But yet they never done it. I don't understand that. John Spark says, confidence is growing, and when we beat Norwich, we will start to climb the table. We will be in the top 6, 7 points, John. My mate texted me that night, barely 7 points. I thought, oh, here we go. If only we could play Blackpool every week, TC, laugh out loud. We enter sarcasm here. Neil says, Norwich on Saturday will be a lot tougher. I don't think there's any doubt. Norwich, they got battered last year, didn't in the Premier. They were hopeless. But, yeah, they're sitting fourth in the table, so... Ali Brownlee would have been screaming his head off tonight. Simon Denham, oh, he would have been. Dear God, Ali wouldn't have shot up. Away games, don't forget, I did 500 games with Ali on the radio. Loved every minute. Ali was my tutor, my pal, my confidant. He was my advisor. He was everything rolled in one. He was charming, he was clever, he was charitable, thoughtful, passionate. Blinkered, I have to say blinkered, he was that as well. But on the way back, say you're in London, you come back in 4 or 5 hours and I'd be knackered. He'd drive. Ali would always drive. He never let me drive. I don't know why. Maybe he thought I was a bad driver, but I never drove. And Ali would be talking for 5 hours on the way back, and probably the majority would have been talking to himself because I was dozing. But then he would shout and I'd have to wake up and listen to him. Bernard, we were great tonight. Fantastic. There was a story. We're playing Norwich Saturday. I remember being at Carrow Road. We're doing the commentary. So I think we were winning something like 4-1, and it was 4-2, and I'm saying, oh, they're getting back in it, and he's going, come on, Bernard. They're finished 4-3, 4 each. So the end of the game, comes, whistle goes, we get into an ad break. I see somebody at the end of the seating where I am. So I go up to talk to them. Unknown to me, Ali's back live on the air. And Ali, people told me the following day, Ali's going, I can't believe they get a point, Norwich. And you know what? Bernard, he called me Bernard, I don't know why, not Bernie. Bernard's headed off to the car, but he'll be back because I've got the keys. That was just a bit-faced lie. I was over there. But that was Ali. It was brilliant. Fantastic. Bernie, best place for a Parmo, Kate, Child. I don't know anything about Parmos. I used to eat Parmos. I don't eat Parmos now. I'm sure there's loads of places, but you're right. If Gibson plays for Norwich, we'll win. Yeah, Ben Gibson's still there, isn't he? Is he in the first? Is he playing? I don't know, to be honest. I've not really done my homework on Norwich's yet. Yeah, Ben's career sort of a nosedive when he went to Burnley. And people over the years saying, get him back here. Look, I like Ben. I don't know him greatly, but he's a good guy by all accounts. His feet's firmly on the ground, but once you move, that's it for me. You don't come back. You move for 2 reasons. You move because you're ambitious and you move for more money. Talking of nails and bad jokes, 10 minutes. Talking of nails and bad jokes. Many years ago, a disgruntled Borough fan during a bad spell nailed his season ticket to the gates in protest. After a few beers, he decided to give them another chance. So he went back and his ticket was still there. But some bastard had stolen the nail. David Baker, you're a funny man. Are you back in America, David? Yeah. David, I think he's I'm sure he's in America. He's from here. Loved you and Ali doing the commentary years ago, and many good memories from it. Carl Atley. Yeah, me and Ali had some terrific times. As I say, 500 games, 5 cup finals, 2 years flying about Europe with the team. It was incredible. My dream and thoughts would have been, when we went to Eindhoven, I was thinking, because we used to go with the press, I was classed as the press, sat at the back, the players were at the front, and rightly so. And I was thinking, I had all these pictures, we'll get the final, we're in the final, we're flying to the final. I'm thinking, just think, coming back, we'll have the cup on the plane. We'll get pictures with the cup, UEFA Cup. How good will that be? How much a buzz would that be? But unfortunately, we get done. Brilliant tonight, Bernie. Up the Borough, Terry Collins. He's usually a sub, but every time he plays, they lose. Danny Wallace says, with Akpom playing behind, looks a miles better player, outstanding. But Danny, as I say, I've done it for years. I used to drop deep because what happens, sometimes you just play with a sweeper. When I played, they call it 3 at the back now, but it was a sweeper or a reverse sweeper. That means you play in front of the 2 or you play behind the 2. But when we played 2 against 2, so we say me and Ian Baird with against 2 centre backs, when we had the ball, I would go deep because I knew they 2 couldn't come with me. They would have to watch the 1. Always has to be overloaded. So that's where you get your freedom and your space. And obviously the midfielder marking the midfielders, so you get a bit of breather. Great one, Bernie. Look, Evans, you're not kidding. Back in Florida, it's hell. Laugh out loud. He says Florida's hell, does David? Oh wait, David, man, you make us sick. Hell. No hell tonight. Did you watch the game, David? Did you actually watch the game, or did you just hear the scoreline? Or another couple here. I've only got 5 minutes. Tom says, what has been the difference, Bernie, since Carrick came in? No, as I say, he's got his own ideas, his own mindset. As I say, simplistic things like 4 at the back and continuity, same team. It's not rocket science. And probably he's been saying, express yourself, enjoy it. You know, they might have heard stories for what's going on with previous managers or head coaches. Yes, saw the whole match. So David has seen the whole game tonight, and TC, they bought it anywhere in the world these days. How good is that? What is this? Can't even read that name. John, no. No. Leon, sorry. Leon says, top 6, here we come. 1 or 2 says that. I'd say, calm down, early doors. You know, but if we won on Saturday against 4 top Norwich, that would be a statement, wouldn't it? I never, ever hear you say anything much about the cross-dresser now. Oh, the cross-dresser, yeah. Cross-dressers ran away. John Lewin says Hackney is only going to get better up the borough. The other thing is, young lads come in the team, breath of fresh air. You just hope it doesn't get coached out them. People tell them, no, don't do this and do that and do it this way. That happens in professional football. Guys getting there, look at Jones first season. Breath of fresh air, direct, fearless, skillful, creative, crosses galore. This year, tail end of last year, form's dipped. No, then teams get to know you, what you're all about. What you're good at, what you're not so good at, what's your deficiencies. And that's when you have to prove your class. Great show, Bernard. Thanks again, Frank. Cheers, James. Great show again, Ben. I hope we're crowing about another 3 points of the type performance. Darren Pritchard says, I like the way Carrick is playing a settled team. Settled team. Changing the team game after game. Got parents as well. Brian Lennon, House and Hackney, Foz Nashpom. I was a critic of Howson, but since Hackney has come in, it's helped him much and improved fun. Yeah, but Howson is, I was going to say a killer of the game, that would be unkind, but he's a defensive midfielder. He's like a Robbie Mustoe. Wins the ball, gives it to people that can play. And that's not being disrespectful to any of them. That's a job, very good job, an important job in your team. Simplicity is best. Get the ball, give it to somebody to play. Now he's getting runs and movement and angles from Hackney. Because Hackney's like a spring chicken. His movement's good, he's vibrant, he's looking for the ball. And it seems to be working very well. So Howson, he's probably revived Howson. What is Howson, 35? Tonight was unbelievable, Bernie. Martin Sturman. Why do they struggle at home? Could it be home nerves? The crowd? What's your thoughts? Well, Martin, I always thought playing at home was the greatest thing ever. I always thought, I don't really buy into that. That's a psychological thing. Surely you enjoy sleeping in your own bed, driving into Riverside. I used to love going into Erson Park, Bit of U2 on. Desire I used to play. That was my fire-up song when I got there. Then I would get in there. I love getting in the dressing room. The smell of all the rubbing, all that. Then going out there, you smell of the piss, the pies and the bovril. Loved it. Hall get in, warm up, having shots at hitting everybody's coffee out their hand, the bovril. I loved all that. At home, away from home. Nah, I just loved home. I remember Bruce Rare saying once to me, you're a homer. I thought he says homo. I was ready to go for him. But what he meant is you score the majority at home. And that got me thinking. So started obviously made me think, start scoring away from home. But I personally enjoyed, I don't think it should be any pressure. I think it's a nice pressure when everybody's chanting your name and everybody's on your side. How's that a pressure? Anyway, last couple, and that's it. I think I've overshot the runway, have I? Where are we? What do you make of Ashpom tonight, Bernie? Well, obviously, excellent. I've described what he's doing. As I say, tonight and Saturday, he showed me that he's got a bit about him. He can be strong. He can be skillful. He's got good vision. I mean, he hit some wonderful balls tonight. I mean, he made the first goal. As I say, it's on the right. He switched it to the back post. Foz, lovely cushion header. And Jones, who's on the right wing, has moved to the faraway post and stuck it in the back of the net. 63% possession tonight, 72 home last week. He's got us playing all right. Confidence is key for Kev. And Leslie, if I had a penny for every time you tell me the Homo story, I would have 100 quid this season. I was going to say something, but I can't say it on here. Callum Pickering says, performance of the season, nice to see. Chuba playing with a big smile. Shawnee got emotional for his goal. Yeah, well, I thought he scored his 8th goal. He looked emotional, and all the lads obviously liked him. They all went to him, and I'm sure they don't rely on bonus money these days. Do you think Carrick will get one of his own men alongside him in January or before it? No, I don't. I think this is the coaching team in now. I don't. Anyway, we're not going to. If I'm back on Saturday, 6 o'clock away games, 6:30 at home games. Doing the Facebook Live, hopefully we'll be watching the Norwich game, and let's hope we can stuff it right up the Canaries. And then obviously I've got my podcast and YouTube. So thanks very much for watching us. Well done, Middlesbrough. Delighted with Michael Carey. As I say, I've bumped into Jonathan Woodgate on Saturday, and I sincerely wish him all the best. I mean that. Of course I was surprised he was back, without a doubt. I told him that. But good luck to him, Carrick, everybody connected. Great result tonight, great performance, thoroughly enjoyed it, and see you Saturday. Good night. Up the borough. And up the borough to use.